Today we're going to be talking about Obsession, directed by Curry Barker. Obsession follows Bear, a shy, nice guy, with a huge crush on his coworker slash friend Nikki. Desperate for her affection, he uses a one-wish willow and wishes for her to love him more than anyone in the world. While his wish is instantly granted, Nikki's newfound affection quickly spirals into a dark, terrifying, and obsessive fixation, turning his romantic dream into a physical nightmare. So everyone is talking about this movie, and it's for a good reason. This movie was so good. I've been eager to see this movie ever since I heard Horror Chronicles on TikTok talk about it. She saw it at some film festival last year and said it was the best movie she had seen. So I had super high expectations, and they were definitely met. So for this review, I want to talk about what I liked about Obsession, my dislikes, and then at the end we'll do spoilers. So, what I liked. I loved the score so much. I think a good score slash soundtrack is in my top two most important things in a movie, and it ain't number two. Like, I need a good score or else the movie won't stand out to me. And that was the first thing I noticed. The score was amazing. It kind of gave me the same feeling that It Follows or The Goonies gave me, where it was kind of ambient and mysterious, but also like creepy and ominous. I just really loved it. Next, I really loved the use of light and shadow, specifically with Nikki. Like, there were some points when her face would be kind of like in the shadows and kind of like obscured, but you could see the light in her eyes. And just the way it was reflecting kind of reminded me of the vampires from Sinners, like that kind of like glow. It wasn't the exact same, obviously, but just it reminded me of that. I thought those parts were super effective and super unsettling. Also, I really love the acting of Indy Navarrete. I think she is so talented, and she completely blew me away, and she stole the show. I expected there to be a lot of feminine rage moments that we all know and love, a la Pearl, Annie from Hereditary, etc. But just the way she would switch so fast from being normal to this creepy obsessive behavior, I just thought it was so well done. And there were so many moments where I was genuinely like really scared, and I didn't know what was going to happen, and my heart was pounding so much. And that hasn't happened for me in a movie in so long, especially a movie from this year. So I was just completely blown away by Indy Navarrete's talent. She's so amazing. We need her in more things. Like, she is truly a force to be reckoned with. And she kept doing this thing that we're going to talk about in spoilers, but oh my gosh, it happened multiple times. And even watching the movie a second time, each time this thing would happen, it just freaked me out so much. And I'll talk about it in spoilers. Now for the dislikes. I felt like the ending might have been a little rushed, or just like it ended super abruptly. Like, the movie was over and I was like, wait, I want more. But I didn't think the ending was bad at all. I actually really liked the ending. Well, that's like really my only dislike, if you could say that. Next, I need to talk about my movie going experience. Guys, why are we laughing at things that aren't funny? Why are we laughing at like genuinely horrifying moments in movies? I understand nervous laughter, you know, but these people were like laughing boisterously and making jokes, and I just was confused because like what we were seeing was not funny. Like, I'm really not trying to be the fun police, but what was funny? Like, but the thing was, okay, we're laughing at things that aren't funny, but then the comedic relief moments, it's silent, and I'm just confused. We're seeing this woman lose complete autonomy over her body, and we're laughing. And it's like really getting to a point now where I don't really love going to the movies. It seems like every time I go now, it's just like people talking, people laughing, people on their phones. Like, do we not have movie theater etiquette anymore? Why is it so hard to just like shut up and enjoy the movie? People can gasp, people can chuckle, like it's fine, but it's like when it happens a lot, it ruins the experience for people who like are trying to listen and watch and like take in the movie. So that really aggravated me. Okay, so finally for spoilers, we're going to do spoilers now. So if you do not want any spoilers, click away now. Go see Obsession as soon as you can. I give this movie a 4.5 out of 5. It's 100% the best movie I've seen all year. Like I said, I can't wait to see it again. I already bought the score on vinyl. I bought like a merch T-shirt. I really love this movie. The thing that I mentioned that kept happening that was unexpected and I loved were like those freaky body movements that Nikki did throughout the movie. It really made me think of the Japanese movie Pulse. That scene when the guy's in the apartment with the red tape on the outside of the door and he encounters that like ghostly woman walking down the hallway in that super weird, unnatural way. Or also the part in Hereditary when towards the end when Peter wakes up and Annie is in like the upper ceiling part of his room and then you like see her kind of like swim through the air behind him like out the door. I just really loved like the freaky body movements and stuff and I was completely not expecting that and it happened multiple times and every time I saw it it was scary. We need to go back to something about my movie theater experience. People are laughing and they were like laughing loudly at the sex scene, which was essentially SA. Like this at this point Bear realizes that the one wish willow worked and then we do a hard cut to like them having sex and then the look on Nikki's face like you like that literally like almost made me sick. Like she the real Nikki's in there and she wasn't enjoying it and you could tell in her face. Horrifying. And people were laughing. Like this was like loud laughter, making jokes and shit. Like guys, are people just not smart enough to realize what we're seeing? Like I'm just like even the first time I saw it, like that scene made me uncomfortable. And it was like a very quick scene, but guys, guys. Okay, do we think that Nikki was actually on MDMA or was her behavior just from the one wish willow? That part confused me. Maybe she was just saying MDMA was the cause and drinking was the cause of her behavior on that first night. He made the wish just because like we needed an excuse for it. Was she really on MDMA or was she just like using that as an excuse? Okay, so next I want to talk about scenes that gagged me because there are multiple scenes where I was literally like actually there was only one where I like actually grabbed my face like that. The cat sandwich scene. Yeah, so when the cat died at the beginning, I was like, okay, we're gonna see that cat at some point again. And then like he woke up one morning and he went into the kitchen and she made like a memorial of the cat using its dead body. And I was like, okay, like we saw the cat again. That makes sense. She makes him lunch and he goes to work and she leaves a note on it. And the note says like from my little food critic and it's a sandwich and he's eating it and then his coworker grabs the note and then on the back it says what's the verdict on cat. When that part happened I literally was like I completely did not expect that part at all. Oh my gosh, I was so shocked. And I wasn't just gagged in that way, like I was literally gagging. I was like I mm-mm, mm-mm. Okay, the bedroom scene. That part was really, really scary. I cannot wait to see that part again. This is one of the scenes that Horror Chronicles mentioned as being like one of the scariest scenes she's ever seen, and absolutely it was. The acting in that scene, just the weird body movements, like that was when I think that was the first time we saw the weird body movements, and I was like, oh my gosh, Pulse, super, super, super freaky. Like the whole time I was like, like I was so scared in that scene. Okay, the scene when they're at that party that Ian's throwing, and they're playing Jenga and on the Jenga blocks it has like an action or like they have to like do something whatever's written on the blocks they have to do. So one guy picks up a block and it says like switch seats with someone, I guess. So he switches seats with Bear so he can sit next to Nikki. So now Bear is sitting next to this girl who actually has actually has a crush on him. His Jenga block says kiss the person to your left. And then we like see Nikki stand up. We don't see any we just see like her body stand up and I'm just like, oh my god, what's about to happen? And then it shows her face, and she's like, guys, at that part, I literally was like, because so I had seen that gif on Twitter or whatever of her like with Nikki with blood on her face, and she was like, um, and I recognized the outfit was from this scene, so I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna like kill this girl, and her blood's gonna be all over Nikki's face. I didn't expect what actually happened in this scene. So after Nikki stands up and makes the face, she walks behind the girl, slowly pulls her chair back, and then like stands in the girl's place. So now Bear can be the one that kisses her. And then she has this like freak out moment where she like snaps out of it, and then she's like, "It's not me, it's not me," and then she like breaks the bottle and starts stabbing herself in the face. Was not expecting that. Like I didn't. I guess look because I guess in the GIF you can kind of tell like her face has injuries on it, like she got stabbed or something. But I didn't really look at it up close because I don't really want spoilers. I don't want to see anything. I want to see it in the actual movie. But yeah, that part so shocking, so gaggy. But yeah, the freak out scenes where she would like break out of it and be like, "Oh my gosh, like what the heck?" Like at first, I was so confused at that. Like the first time I saw it, because I was like, "Is she like seeing him as like a demon or something, or like seeing something scary on his face?" But then I realized she is like having this moment of clarity where it's like the actual Nikki's coming through. And like when she stabbed herself in the face, she was like trying to kill herself. And then like the scene when she's sleeping and the real Nikki speaks and she's like, "Bear, please just kill me. Take me out of my misery." Oh my gosh. So scary, so chilling. And then Bear wanted to be like, "What's so terrible about loving me?" It's like, and then people wanted to laugh. I'm just like, guys, like, what is going on? What? No, it's not funny. So yeah, those were the scenes that gagged me. Um, this movie was amazing. Please go out and see it if you haven't already. I personally think it's the best movie of the year so far. But let me know what y'all think down below. Thank you so much. Bye.